Alright, so I'm working on the boat again. This is just a temporary transom made out of 2 by, I think it's 10 or 12. This is treated lumber, but it's been sitting for about 3-4 years in the top of the shop. So I just figured I'd use it. Like I said, this whole thing's temporary. I'm going to show you in a second. I took this diamond plate aluminum that was off an old toolbox. I bent 90s in it, and then I hammered this to fit the bottom of the boat. And what I'm going to do on the outside of the boat, this is going to go up against it. And I'm going to completely cover this, the boat, in 3M 5200. Then on the inside of the boat, same thing. This is going to go right up against the aluminum. And then that board's going to go in, that transom board, and I'm going to sandwich it all together. Alright, there's the bottom of the boat. I have completely covered all of these in epoxy. Covered the bottom in epoxy. I tried welding it with that aluminum brazing rod. I did get some up in here. Where I was brazing it with that aluminum brazing rod, it seemed to work, but the boat is just so, the back of it's so broken up and cracked and everything else that this is just going to be a temporary fix. Bluegills should be hitting their beds roughly in about a month, and I want to have this thing ready with a little electric trolling motor on it for me and my son to do some fishing and my grandkids this summer. Right now, I wouldn't put anything more than a trolling motor on the back of that transom. It's all cracked and busted up, and like I said, this is just temporary. My idea is, I'll show you. This winter, I want to take the back of the boat, measure out from here, from right here out, probably 1.5 inches. I want to cut this whole back of this boat off 1.5 inches from this seat. Then my plan is to get a 1-inch piece of aluminum, solid aluminum, bolt, cut it so it fits across here up against this seat, so that I can bolt it to that seat. Bolt it all the way down the sides, the bottom, and back up into that 1 inch with stainless steel screws. And then carefully fold the 1/2 inch that's sticking over the 1 inch, and then screw it all the way around again. Alright, I got the transom built, the temporary one. Got to think about it while I was working on this. I don't know if 1 inch solid aluminum would be too heavy or not. I'll have to find out what the weight of that is. May have to do it out of like square tubing, aluminum square tubing or something, and with some sheeting over top. Kind of got an idea from Tiny Boat Nation. They got a transom, way more than what I want to pay. But either way, here's where we're at. Screws still got to be cut off. I put them in long, tightened everything down. I made that wooden transom part real thick just because I wanted to try and pull as many of the dents out as I could, and I wanted as much support as I could. That's 2 by 10, 2 by 12, so actually it's like 1.75 inches thick. I notched it out right here going around. It'll work fine for this year, and then maybe next year I will, like I said, rebuild the whole back end of it, shorten the back end up a little bit to get back into the good aluminum in that. The rear handle yet, it's missing the one on the right side, but that's diamond plate aluminum. It's like 1/8 inch thick, and that's on the back, folded up underneath and bolted through the bottom. And then there's another one between the wood and the aluminum, just like that diamond plate steel. The thing is super sturdy now. But I used 2 full caulking tubes of that 3M 5200 and completely put like a 1/2 inch thick, well, probably a 1/4 inch thick coating of that 3M 5200 on this entire plate. And then when it's squeezed out, like right here, some squeezed out, I wiped it off. I wiped off a little too much there, but I'll just caulk that. But that's where we're at with it now. It takes a week for this stuff to fully dry. When it's fully dried, I'm going to put it in the water and see if it leaks. Hope you all have a good day. Talk to you on the flip side.